Hello, this is Azanar coming back at you with another episode of Knights of Honor as Duke William of Normandy. In this episode, we're going to continue to build up our economic strength as well as continuing to gain land.
My lord.
That being the best way to bump up our economy on top of what we're already doing in our current provinces.
Yes, my lord.
After looking
What is your
around,
command?
I have determined that the
Yes.
best way to do this
What
is
is your
going to
wish?
be to fight
Warm food at
East
last.
Anglia.
Yes, my lord.
East Anglia holds Brittany, and as
March.
well, they hold, obviously, East Anglia as well.
Yes, my lord.
Back in Normandy, we're going to continue to build up this army, but the key to this is
My
going to
liege.
be Guillaume. Guillaume here has engineering, which will allow him to
What is
have
your
siege
wish?
weaponry.
Army.
So we're going to, move him back into
Cornwall.
Cornwall. Make sure his army is full. Here
What
we
is
go.
your command? Army. Seaborn.
What is your wish?
We're going to
Yes, my
move
lord.
Guillaume to Kent to take a battering
I
ram.
was getting seasick.
The first siege you can take. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yes. You can always take ladders, but ladders suck. You don't want ladders. Engineering skill level 1, though, will give you battering ram. A very, very useful piece of siege weaponry.
Let
We're going to
us
send
restock
Tybalt to
and
Cornwall.
rest.
We want to make sure that we
Political
have these
view.
guys in cities right now, just in case somebody tries to attack. Once we declare war on these Anglians, who knows what they'll do. France, will you go away? No. See, France is going to take some actual physical work to get to leave us alone. They haven't really done anything to us yet, though, so as far as I'm concerned, they're not
Yes,
really
my
a
lord.
problem I have to
Warm
worry
food
about
at
right now.
last.
Guillaume. Move Guillaume in. Good. Take battering ram.
Yes, my lord.
Well, now I guess it's time. We're
Move.
going to move
Move.
Guillaume
Everybody
and
out.
Reginald up to the border. And once we do that, we're going to declare war on East Anglia. Up until that point, we're not really going to be able to build anything, but that's not a huge problem.
Political view.
One thing that's also
His
useful for us,
Excellency
however,
the
is
King
that
and
William
his most
is
noble
venerable. He's very
family.
old. William's going to die soon. When your leader dies, your excommunication ends. Gaining the
Your
money
gold,
back
son.
from tithes will actually be quite useful to us. However, him dying will also mean that he won't be a merchant for us anymore, and our trade relationship with Zirid will end. However, between the three relationships we have, it's the least lucrative, so I'm not necessarily
We are on our
horribly
way.
worried about that. And the money coming back from tithes will offset the loss.
Time
Well,
to
we're going to move Guillaume and Reginald
Time
in
to
here. I want to
move.
take a look before I declare war. Yeah, they're completely defenseless. Let's ruin these guys.
Starve the
block
castle.
the castle.
Now, you can attack settlements with walls without siege weaponry.
Political
But in
view.
order to do that, you have to siege. And siege them until their
We have
food
built a
is
new
gone.
building site.
That can take a very long time. Not a bad idea, but I have no use for it. Since we have a battering ram, we're going to assault. Our army is way larger than theirs. They have quality units, however, so they are going to be winning slightly for a while, but eventually their morale will plummet, and we will carry the day gaining a new territory.
What is your command?
After this, we're going to take Guillaume, restock his army, and quickly pivot him
Political view.
to Brittany
My liege.
with our
Yes.
other army under Huguette, gain him some experience in the battle as well, and force our 5th settlement. This hopefully should bring our economy close to 100
Sire,
again.
we have spotted enemy troops marching through our
Ah,
land.
East Anglia is attacking us. That's
I am
expected.
ready.
Now,
learn.
once again,
Tybalt.
armies
Board
of enemy
ships.
troops have crossed our borders.
France France is invading Normandy. Good. We're going to bring
What is
Tybalt
your
back.
wish?
We are going to
Raise
move
sails.
Guillaume
What
back.
is your wish?
Reginald,
Let us
stay up
restock
here.
and rest. A new construction has been finished.
I am
sire.
skilled now.
Political view.
France finally is getting involved with us. Count Jahan. Oh, Jahan has a decent army, actually. That's
Yes,
not
my
horrible.
lord. Time to move.
Looks like mostly trash, except for the siege weapon. Oh, neither of these guys actually want to fight us here. Interesting. Although I'm not sure exactly what Jahan is
Yes,
doing.
my lord. Moving up.
Oh, no worries.
Marching on.
My liege.
Now, I'm more interested, actually, in stopping the French here than I am the East Anglians. I'm not worried about the East Anglians.
Yes.
Political view.
Oh, my army's arriving. Good.
I will go. Marching. I am going. Yes?
Gonna wait and see what's gonna happen here. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep these
Time
armies
to move.
off the coast. Ah! Okay, that's a naval battle. Naval battles... Oh, naval battles suck.
We have lost a battle.
And you can almost never get out of them. Oh, no. This is bad. This one, we almost undoubtedly will win. This one, I'm not so sure about.
Yes, board ships.
You get... I'm gonna move you get to sea here and try and get him involved in this battle here. No. Oh, yes, that's right. You can't do that. This is an enormous problem.
Sire, we lost a battle.
I really should have been more careful not to get involved in this stupidity.
We have lost a battle.
No, I'm just going to keep popping Tybalt out of battle here so he doesn't get completely mauled. But this is seriously tying us up right now. It's actually an enormous waste of time.
What is your wish?
A battle has been lost. We have lost a battle.
And in fact, by the looks of it, these battles will never end.
What is your wish?
We
My
have
liege.
lost a battle.
To be honest, I'm actually at a bit of a loss here.
Sire, we were awarded a glorious victory.
What is your wish?
The Pope has excommunicated the heretics.
Oh, we're actually winning both of these battles now.
Yet another glorious victory, sire.
Yeah, I'm going to retreat and simply
Our
let
armies have won yet another battle.
Harold go.
What is your command?
Off I go.
Land.
Ah, that
enemy
retreat is
forces
actually what I
here.
should have done in the first place,
Marching.
realizing that now, but that's fine. Now, Jahan.
On my way.
Enemy
Here we go.
troops are marching through our lands.
Harold is not really doing anything important. In fact, he's running away. But Jahan.
I will go.
Jahan is running away as well.
For honor, attack. I am going.
Okay, both
I
of those
am
appear to
going.
be a waste of our time.
Army,
So
back
we
to
are
the
going
safety
to
of
go
our castle.
replenish
Marching on.
troops. Dear Lord, that was hurtful.
Political view.
And we're just going to continue on where we were going to go, to Brittany. Trading room at the Pechenegs, absolutely. Sounds like a barrel of fun. We're going to make sure this army is full. We're going to put Guillaume into the
Back to
city
the castle.
first,
On my way.
because Guillaume is going to
Political
actually be
view.
the one leaving. We're going to replenish all
What is
his
your
troops.
You will not
Take a
regret
second
I
level
love
of
the
leadership
sea.
and move him
Warm
out.
food at last.
And we're going to replenish Tybalt's troops. And we are all the better.
My liege.
Now we are going
Off
to
I
move
go.
our
I am
ships
moving.
to Brittany. Now we have some money, so we can look at our territories and see if there's anything we can build. Ah, here we go. Granary in the marketplace. We'll build the marketplace. We want to keep increasing that economy. East Anglia is almost in our hands, and that'll give us a nice boost as well. Now, when it comes to building in the game,
Town
I almost
authorities
don't
have
even
been taken
begin building military buildings until I'm satisfied that all my economic buildings are up. However, now, I believe it's a good time to start planning. We can build Normans in Normandy. In fact, we can build Normans anywhere, because Swordsmith and Chainmail Workshop is incredibly cheap in terms of buildings for units. However, Longbowmen, as well, just a Fletcher. Very cheap in terms of buildings. We're going to use England to amass Longbowmen. We're going to build our Norman
your
units as much as
Let us
possible
land.
Yes, the shore is near.
in, well, Normandy. And Brittany as well. And, yeah, we'll see where this goes.
What is your wish?
Ah, see, Harold is going to recruit troops. That's a bad
Let us
idea.
starve them to
Let
death.
none enter
We'll force
near
Brittany
this
before he
coast.
can even come back.
Infidels beware. A new crusade is coming.
His army is too damaged for him to even take any of these guys on. If you look, it's all peasant units. All damaged peasant units is all he has. Decisively win, decisively take. We will seize this settlement, and we will now have 5. 5, you're starting to become a small middling power. And it's a decent number. However, the core middle power size, a good strong base to build your nation on, is about 8 to 10. Interestingly enough, taking England will provide us with the perfect base.
My liege.
Going to make sure that Reginald's troops are all
My
Your
knowledge is
empire
accumulated.
growing, son.
Ah, see, no tax
Possess
collector
one
here,
more
that's
town.
ridiculous. Tax collector's cheap, gets you extra money, no reason not to have that yet. They're being silly.
Yes, my lord.
Nah,
What
we
is your
should.
command?
Your king has died.
Good.
For valor.
What is
king
your
is
command
dead.
leaving the castle?
You're back in the English church. You can see, interestingly enough, it's actually a net gain in money. I find that quite funny.
Political.
Oh,
What is it?
Reginald.
Move everybody out.
Rebel Simon.
Yes, my lord.
What is your wish?
We'll move Tybalt out.
Political.
We'll deal with these rebels. When your leader dies, you almost always get a lot of rebels. You can see that, yeah, the unhappiness in our province, there's actually quite a bit of unhappiness in our provinces right now.
What is your command? Time to move. Let's march. We are
Yet
on our
another
way.
glorious victory, sire.
Yes, my lord.
What is your wish?
You dummy, move in. There we go.
What is your command?
Time to move. What is your wish? I will go. I am going.
Political.
Right now, it's simply mop-up operations, make sure things are stable in the kingdom, continue to pull in money. Oh
I
boy.
am moving.
Let us land. I will crush these
Marching.
peasants.
And continue
We
to
have
build.
built a new building, sire.
Don't really have the money for much of anything right now, which is fine. We
I
will
crush
get
these
there
peasants.
eventually.
Yes, my lord. Ah, warm
I'm gonna put
food. I am
Guillaume in
skilled
here.
now. Off I go. Raise
No.
sails.
A new building has been built, sire.
Huguette seems to have lost a lot of troops, therefore I'm actually, yeah, I'll leave Huguette there.
Board
I'll pull
ships.
Guillaume. He's gonna head to Cornwall. And
What is
things
your
are
command?
looking up. Isn't that interesting? You'll notice in the game here, it seemed like we were in actually quite a bit of trouble an episode or so ago, but In the end, easy peasy, no problem. Gonna upgrade docks, continue to amass money,
My liege.
continue to build our economy. I'm just really not worried about much of anything. Now, we could always look to continue to expand. Wales is to our north.
Politically.
Wales seems to be not very good. Again, if you would attack Cordoba, so they want us to declare war on another country in return for their not attacking us. Considering France isn't attacking us, I'm not going to agree to that.
Another battle.
Just doesn't make any
My
sense.
liege.
The AI seems to live in
I
some
am all skilled,
fantasy
my
land where I'm going to do things that are not in
Marching.
What is
my
your
interest
good
at
land
all.
here?
Yes, my lord. Warm food at last.
And I don't know why the game seems to think that. Now, undoubtedly, if we were to do that and declare war on Cordoba, I don't expect him to attack us either. In fact, you'll notice Cordoba is heavily into Italy right now. But there's no reason to trade a war with a country for another war with a country, so
What is your command?
we just simply won't. Oh, Normandy. Normandy, Normandy, Normandy. 6,000 gold and we can get an Admiralty. Oh, boy. We will eventually get these Admiralities, but our economy is not big enough to support what you would do with an Admiralty. So there's no point. I think now I'm going to start on some of these other buildings here. Cattle farm will produce meat. We want that. Now let's see here. We're going to open one of these other screens called Trade Goods. Trade Goods will allow you to see where you can get the goods that you want. We can actually produce a number of these in our kingdom, however some we can't. Sea salt, ants, and champagne, we'll be taking that from France eventually. Silver, parchment, illustrated books. Illustrated books are built by universities. It's actually a very hard building to get. As you'll see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces capable of producing those. We never will achieve those. The reason I'm looking at all these is that you can eventually get something in the game referred to as a Kingdom Advantage. Kingdom Advantages give you certain bonuses, and one of the ways to win the game is to achieve all 10 Kingdom Advantages. If you get all these, you can choose to win the game with a soft victory. Now, there are certain ones that I like and I want. Crop rotation is fantastic. Gives you more food, additional storage. Spring festivals is good. Yeah, Grand Fortress, Age of Enlightenment is only useful if you have a university. The Age of Discovery is great. Coastal villages get more money. Silk Route, all your merchants' income is doubled. This is an essential kingdom advantage to have if you're playing the economic game, which is how I play. Grand Cathedral, only useful if you have cathedrals. Secret Order, it's spies, but whatever. Glorious Conquest is fantastic. 3 more morale for all your armies. Now these take original trade goods, but they also take exotic trade goods. Exotic trade goods can be purchased and bought once you have admiralities. However, they are quite expensive. They're more of a late game thing.
Done.
I've ignored these rebels for long enough. They've done enough damage. We're going to take them out. But we're going to continue to look around here. I want to upgrade to docks. Docks are good. You always want to upgrade it into a hostel. You always want to upgrade a dock. Fishmonger, sorry, to a dock. Just certain things you always want to do. Now we're nearing 100 economy again.
A new construction
Which,
has been
as I said, would
finished,
happen now that we have 5. We have... Wait, we have meat in Brittany.
Town authorities have been taken over.
No, we just got meat because it just finished in Normandy. Again, I'm being silly. Stud Farm would give us horses. What? Oh, these other trade goods actually require... Okay. The sheep farm won't give us any goods, but the sheep farm is required to build these. What I'm actually going to do, though, is build a stud farm, and then we're going to go after some of the other things. If I believe properly, Normandy, Brittany, no, not Brittany, Cornwall, no. Interesting. None of our other provinces have a sheep farm in them. Normandy, therefore, may become a big center of economy for us and not really be a focus of military. Your provinces that can build a lot of your secondary economic buildings that give you the trade goods required for kingdom advantages and things like that, you don't want to build your military in those cities. You want to base your military in cities that don't have a lot of those or strategic points. We're going to continue to grow, continue to expand. I'm going to look actually at fighting Wales next, I think. But for the moment, this has been another episode. I'm Asnar, and we've been playing Knights of Honor. Give this video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.